Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Today we're tackling something that might sound a little, well, dry at first.
Yeah, I can see that.
Warehousing and materials handling.
Not exactly the most glamorous topics.
But trust me, there's a lot more going on beneath the surface than you might think. We're talking cutting-edge tech, mind-boggling efficiency, and a whole lot of strategy.
It's kind of like, imagine a beehive.
Oh, I like where you're going with this.
Seems chaotic on the surface, right?
Yeah.
But there's this incredible system at work, with every bee playing a crucial role. That's warehousing and materials handling in a nutshell.
Perfect analogy. And for this deep dive, we're taking our cues from a really interesting episode of the Supply Chain Chronicles podcast. It's called Warehousing and Materials Handling the Silent Game Changer.
Great episode. Really digs into the nitty-gritty.
So let's start with the basics. Warehousing. It's not just about stacking boxes anymore, is it?
Oh, absolutely not. It's gone way beyond that. Think of it as the central nervous system of the supply chain.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, everything flows through it, and it's powered by some serious technology these days. We're talking automation, AI, the works.
That makes sense. I mean, with the speed of e-commerce these days, efficiency is key.
Exactly. And one of the big players in this whole evolution is the warehousing management system, or WMS.
Ah, yes, the WMS. I'll be honest, that's always sounded a bit like a black box to me.
You and me both. Until I really had to dig into it for work. Basically, think of it as the brain of a warehouse.
Okay, that's helpful visual.
It keeps track of everything in real time, where everything is, what needs to go where, when it needs to get there.
So like a super organized air traffic controller.
Precisely. But it's not just about knowing where stuff is. A good WMS also helps you automate a ton of processes.
Like what?
Oh, order fulfillment, picking and packing, even optimizing your storage space to squeeze every last inch out of your warehouse.
So no more Jenga towers of boxes.
Hopefully not. But seriously, a well-implemented WMS can be a game changer for businesses, especially those looking to grow and scale.
It's all about doing more with less, right?
Absolutely. Less space, less time, fewer errors. And that all adds up to a healthier bottom line.
And speaking of efficiency, the episode we're looking at today really highlights Amazon as a prime example.
Oh, for sure. Amazon, they're like the poster child for warehouse innovation.
I mean, they've pretty much set the bar for delivery speed, haven't they?
Yeah, you order something and it's on your doorstep practically before you know it.
It's almost like magic.
Well, it's not magic, it's technology. Remember those robots, the Kiva robots?
Oh, yeah. Those things are amazing.
Yeah.
Zipping around the warehouse, moving shelves to the workers.
Exactly. Amazon realized it's more efficient to bring the shelves to the people than the people to the shelves.
Genius. And I heard they're using AI to predict demand, too.
Yeah.
Like knowing what people are going to order before they even order it.
Yep. And they're strategically locating fulfillment centers closer and closer to customers. It's all about cutting down those delivery times.
It makes you wonder where it'll all end up,
Right.
Like, will we even need humans in warehouses in the future?
Who knows? But for now, we can't forget about the human side of things. And that's where materials handling comes in.
Right, the actual moving and grooving, the getting things from point A to point B.
It's not just about moving things either. It's about protecting them, storing them correctly, making sure everything flows smoothly.
And this impacts a lot more than just what happens inside the warehouse walls, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Materials handling, it affects customer satisfaction, your inventory costs, workplace safety. It's all connected.
It's funny. I never really thought about it that way.
It's easy to overlook, but think about it. What happens if a product gets damaged because it was mishandled?
Well, you've got an unhappy customer, and you're probably eating the cost of that damaged product.
Exactly. So efficient materials handling is about more than just speed. It's about accuracy, care, and making sure everything arrives in perfect condition.
It makes total sense. So let's say a company wants to optimize its materials handling. Where do they even begin?
Well, there are a few key areas to focus on. First, you got to reduce those handling costs.
Because every time you touch a product, it costs time and money.
Exactly. And there's always the risk of something going wrong, like damage or misplacement. So streamlining your processes, minimizing those touch points, that's a big win.
Okay, what else?
Well, space is always at a premium in a warehouse, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So you got to maximize every square inch. Think vertical storage, think dynamic layouts that can adapt to changing needs.
So get creative with your space.
Exactly. And of course, you can't forget about your workers. You want to make sure you're prioritizing their safety and well-being. Happy workers are productive workers, right?
Absolutely. And the episode we were talking about earlier, they mentioned that automation plays a big role in all of this.
It's huge, and it's only going to get bigger.
But I imagine automating materials handling can be a pretty big investment for some companies. How do they justify that cost?
It's about the long game. Automating your processes can significantly boost productivity. We're talking sometimes up to 30% improvement.
Wow, that's significant.
It is. Think about it. That means faster order fulfillment, fewer errors, which ultimately leads to happier customers. Plus, you're less reliant on manual labor, which can be a big advantage in today's tight labor market.
So it's an investment that pays off in multiple ways.
Exactly. If you have a solid strategy and choose the right technologies, it can be a win-win for everyone.
So we've covered a lot here. It's clear that efficient warehousing and materials handling are crucial in today's world, especially with the rise of e-commerce and those sky-high customer expectations.
Absolutely. It's all about keeping up with the pace, being agile, and constantly looking for ways to optimize.
But what about the future? What might the warehouse of tomorrow look like?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, we're already seeing AI and robotics changing the game.
Yeah, those robots in Amazon warehouses are just the beginning, I bet.
Oh, yeah. Imagine drone deliveries taking off from warehouse rooftops. Robots that can learn and adapt to changing inventory needs.
It's almost like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Right. But it's becoming reality faster than we think.
It makes you wonder, though, about the role of humans in all of this.
Yeah. Will we be managing the robots, or will we see entirely new jobs emerge, jobs we haven't even imagined yet?
It's both exciting and a little bit scary, isn't it?
Definitely. The future of warehousing is wide open, and it's going to be fascinating to see where it goes.
Well, one thing's for sure, it's not going to be boring.
Nope, not at all.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time.
See ya.
Bye.